Okay. New opponent. Looks like I've played him a fair bit. No 3-bet with 5-3 suited. Okay. Queen Jack. Mono. Pretty sure we bet almost everything here for a very small size. Yeah. So like 22% pot. Like we're betting almost 65% of our hands here or something like that. And no warning, just quits. Like the class act that pita bread is. We 3-bet King Jack offsuit like 75% of the time. You mix it in a little bit to your flats at 100 big blinds. We're going to float. Check it back. And we let it go. Yeah, he's not sitting any other tables. He just came and sat us. Got lucky, and now he's done. He got bored. Or he wasn't winning fast enough with his horseshoe. Ooh, we actually 3-bet King 7. Believe it or not. I know that's crazy. But it is in there. Tiny little bit of King 7. You gotta mix it in. I don't know if 3-6 is an open. I don't think that is, but that's okay. We went for it. And he leads with an overbet. So sometimes you check raise here, I think. I want to probe here, I think so. No diamond. We want him to have 1 diamond and miss. Now we're going to check. Now he has to bluff, and we went with our 10. Okay. Yeah. I don't want to keep whining about or talking about it anymore with Peter Bread and how lucky he is. It's not a good look for me either, so. Looks like a good flop for us. So do we probe when there's a straight? I believe we do. I think we bet smaller. Yeah, I've kind of have 3 probe sizes, right? 42, 67, 100. And then, yeah. Do I have enough showdown value here? Like he would have bet, I guess, the 7 he can check back. Like how many 5s does he have? Like he's not betting a 6. I don't think he's betting a 7. He's not betting a 9. He has to have a 5 or nothing. I kind of don't want diamonds anymore. Like it's a 5 or nothing. Right? All right, I'm going to pay it off. It's a 5. Okay, and the 9? Really? All right. That was kind of silly on my part, I guess, but I guess I'm paying for information, but just felt like he did not have a 9. Yeah, it just has to be a 5. Like, we're going to 3-bet this as well. We're rolling some low numbers for the 3-bets. Call. Top pair. Gonna call. Check. So that out of the position when you lead after the flop was bet on the turn, usually it's when it's a pair of like a 5, 6, 7 or higher kind of thing. Not so much on the deuce. He overbets. Do you have a deuce, sir? Are you only doing it with value? You got backdoor hearts or 9, 10 of hearts? Or just ace deuce? Put a jack on there. 6. Check. Really? So we have, like last time he just had a 5. Like we have 2 pair. Backdoor hearts. You bet big with, what, a deuce? I guess I could always do this. No, I never have jacks. Alright, I'm going to pay it off. Yeah, the 9, 10 of hearts. Like, it's just annoying how I can't get a hand to hold. Nice hand, sir. Nice hand. He never has ace king either, so. I think we just fold this. It's so close, I think. We're in a block bet. Got a club, top pair, block bet. Really? Really? So versus a 4-bet. 8-6 suited. I think we let this go, actually. It's close. It's close. I know. Nitty, but I'm pretty sure we let that go. Yeah, I don't like that it doesn't auto top up to 100 big blinds. It should be just as soon as you're down 1 penny, not like 5 big blinds. That's just ridiculous. There's our turnover bet that we were talking about earlier. All right. Ace 8. We're going to call. I don't think we can fold yet, unfortunately. Like King Queen would bet, King Jack would bet. He just pulled ahead of Ace King, Ace Queen, Ace Jack. Unless he was looking to check shove, yeah, check shove kings or queens or something. Like, a lot of guys will do that on the turn. They're hoping that I bet the turn so they can check shove it all in. That's just annoying. An annoying spot. And I rolled the most passive number. All right. Top pair. Check this one back. And delay cbet. It's a clean run out. I think we go check, bet, bet. Like he's gonna have to call with a jack or 10. He never has ace queen, queen 9, king queen, king jack. So yeah, I think we just go value, bet, and hope to get called by a jack or a 10. All right, 9. So yeah, check raise clubs, check raise 8, 9, 4, 5. I guess A6, 8, 7. Now we go for value, I guess. Three, 4. That makes sense too. Bottom part of his range turned into a bluff. It's easy to pull the bluffs from the worst part of your range. Ace king. I'm gonna check it back. Gonna see a river. And hit a king. Have king, queen, queen, king, king, there's queen. Kind of don't like having a heart now. Alright, I gotta pay some of him off. He is capable of bluffing, so yeah. Another one of those spots where we got 2 pair, but on a board that's kind of annoying. So we are going to probe the turn on a brick turn, and we get counterfeited if he ever has a queen. So we're just going to check because he can check back a weak queen. Not this time. If it was Peter Bread, he would have had like queen 4 for sure, for sure. Well, it hasn't been the greatest run for the last, how long have we been streaming? Hour and a half, hour and 45, something like that. Yeah, I think I want to probe this here. Yeah. Yep. That's not the greatest board for us again. 4-bet pot in position. With the ace magnet, 20% pot is what we're probably going to do. That's my guess here. Let's see here. Yeah. Yep. Never fails. Oh, I wanted to bet 66% or 66%. Like 66 bucks on the turn, or 25 bucks or 25% on the turn, which would have saved me like $20 by doing that, because he probably just checked calls, then I checked back. So I guess I could have taken the lead twice, but That's just, it's so frustrating. Yes. Okay. I think we just rolled a 3-bet with our 10-7. Rough go, rough go. It's hard to get up here a little bit. All right, we got the nut gutter. Okay, let's see here. This is one of those spots. You might have a weak ace. Nope. Like, he doesn't have ace-jack, right? We know he 3-bets that. Aces, jacks, ace-king, ace-queen. Ace-4 suited, ace-7 suited he might have. Right? So it just puts a lot of pressure on, like, the one pair weakish ace, I guess. So not gonna probe with the 7. We'll probe with our straight draws or aces, maybe some 8s. We can definitely check call. And we check it back. 10s are good. I think Jack 3 is the cutoff. I almost opened it again. That's like the 3rd time I did that tonight. King 8, we're going to 3-bet this time. So we're down 2.5 buy-ins, I think, which is nothing in heads up. But it's been a struggle all the way through here today. It really has. We got a club. And we get check raised. That's like his first check raise too. First or second, I think. Hasn't been many. Yeah, as far as clean runouts for us, we haven't had many. Not gonna lie. Check it back. He bets pot. Slightly over. Heart's good there, and we just check it back. Yeah. Ace 2 of clubs. Like, we've had some good spots, just marginal in the single raise pots. But, like, the big pots have just been pretty brutal, pretty tough. Do I want to block bet or check? I think I'm just going to check this one. I'm just trying to see if there's anything else here. I'm looking at the lobby. All right, we're gonna call with our suited wheel ace. We hit a 5, which pulls us ahead of ace king. Checking it back. It's also a good turn card. Like, he would bet all his overpairs, unless he's balancing, like checking back aces, kings, queens. It's not too straight a draw. I mean, 7, 9, 6, 7, sure. I'm gonna call one. Go have pocket nines, pocket sevens, probably bet. So now, do I just lose to ace king? I have showdown value. Or king queen. All right. 5-3. Ooh, he's value owning himself. Because I was going to bet the turn. I was going to bet the turn for sure. No, he bets 3-5 suited. I think I have that as a note already. Do I not? Maybe not. Flopping some top pair with weak tens. Yeah, Pita Bread's now sitting 2-4. Kid Hera. Pita Bread sitting 3-6 heads up. 4-8 heads up. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I guess that's a call sometimes. He could have just like a queen of spades. I should have thought about that for a second. We haven't been check raising much either. I don't think he c-bets as much as we have been. Yeah. See, these boards have all been like this. I don't think he has a 10 because he would have bet a 10, so now we're just going to check and hopefully he tries to bluff, I guess. Queen Jack gets there, but I think that would have bet the flop. Oh, okay, yeah. You know, we could just hit a heart one time. That'd be cool too. Fold while I have aces. Just fold. Thank you. Thank you. I didn't want action with aces. But I'll get action with this because I'm going to miss. See? Easy game. Easy peasy chicken wheezy. What? What? We're taking it down? Email support. Something is wrong. The chips went to me. 8 high board. I'm pretty sure we bet here. Not the turn card we wanted. I mean, it's good if there's like a jack, a queen, a king. Maybe, I guess, scare cards. The queen. Rolled a low number. This is just not a good board for us to hero call. It's good that we have a heart and a club, I guess. Unblocked diamonds. But I mean, 8x of diamonds could bluff. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm not thinking through the spots here. Might need, where's my water? Actually, let's hydrate a little bit. A little agua fresca. All right, here. Hey. Are we actually gonna win something here? Maybe. Let's do something like this. Small check raise. You don't need to do 3x check raise. And he check raises even bigger. I guess you could have pocket nines, king jack, queen jack, all of that. queens still get there, and I think I just have to call it off here. This is just unfortunate if he has the boat already. Yeah. Ooh, we are good. Hello. Hello. Hello, hello. I guess he had aces or kings or something. Gonna check this one back. Roll the passive number. Do we ever do the double check back? All right, let's try it. I rolled a high number, higher-ish. Sorry, I'm just getting a message here from my buddy. I'm not sure if you guys heard the WhatsApp sound. He's like, just give me the thumbs up. I sent him the link. Guess he can check it out whenever. Call. Do we ever check raise on this? Make sure I have my hotkey ready on this board. Nope, we're just gonna call this one. Check. I think my size was a little off too. What did I say, like 2.5x? What did I do, 70? You bet 35. I mean, it's, or so something. I mean, it's, yeah. All right, this is just bad here. I think. Like a 9 is just brutal. Can't be a spade, can't be a club. I'm hoping for a red 4 at this point. Good luck could already be dead. So I'm just looking at the old bank account here, the bankroll. We've got 1,000 in front of us, and I think I got 600 behind. So we're at 1,600 from 2,000. We're down 1 buy-in. So we are clawing our way back. Do I want to bet twice here? On paired boards, I usually bet 58%. It would suck enormously if he raises us, but if he has an 8, he's just going to call. Whew, 4%, 54. Almost a 3-bet. Under 50 and I do it. It's odd that King 8 and King 7 get in there at 100 bigs for 3 bets. Wow, 9 high dry and you're just like a massive bet. Was that like 75% pot? I don't use that size. Bum, 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 bum. Again, should I check raise? I think we are going to probe. Taking it down with 7 high. So the difference between Frisbee right now and pita bread seems pretty different. Frisbee's not check raising a whole lot, and we're doing a lot of stabbing for 30% size, so that's good. Yeah, I think pita bread just went a little more aggressive, especially with 3 bets of all kinds. He was hitting a lot of, obviously, 3-outers there, but just in general, his sizes were a bit bigger. He was going for it more. Yeah. I mean, neither of them are pushovers by any standards. Like, they open sit all the tables, so... what do I want to do? I think we're going to do something like this. Overbet the King 8-7. Remember, I try and do King high, I split it. If there's a 2 through a 6 on the board, we do a small size, 42. If there is not, we do an overbet. Yeah. a bit big. Overbet, overbet. And now, here's the problem. I think we go overbet, overbet, check. Like, I don't think he can call a 7 on the turn. 8, it's always just a weak king. 5, 6 gets there. I think we just surrender, yeah. I'm never getting that hand to fold, even if I jam. But I do like the overbet, overbet. I do. I like it a lot. Oh, well. I lost my chat. Where is it? Up there. There we go. Okay, call. You got a little bit back. $100 back. Do I want to probe? I think I do. You're just messaging me now. Thinking of a card. Thinking of a card. I think next time I should just say I'm thinking of an action. Thinking of an action. The action should be fold. We're winning with 7 high a lot here. It's good. Yeah, we've been probing a lot. C-betting 1/3 a lot. Not running into check raises. Which is good. We have the right suits, but again, his 75% size. That's interesting. Four and a half, roughly size 3-bet. King 9, I believe we're going to call. So we have a gutter. I won't get paid. So what checks? Does he ever check back an ace? Does he just have 2 jacks? He blocks. So he doesn't have a strong hand. He blocks. A block bet. I'm supposed to raise, but what do I raise? I feel like I don't want to raise a king. Do I want to have a king? Probably raise 10 jack. Block in some stuff on the flop. Like you can check trap, I guess pocket 10s. Bet pocket 7s. Trap pocket aces. Yeah, 10 jack. Queen jack makes some sense. I don't know. Alright, alright. You're chipping back up. We're hitting a lot of top pairs with weak 10s. 10-6, 10-7. Yeah. Just like a boatload of them. All right, so when it goes double check, right, I have 1/3 or overbet. So I think we are going to go for the overbet. Because all the flushes miss too. So we would do that with our missed flushes. Straights, 2 pair at that point's good. Playing a little bit faster. It's nice not having someone chirping in your ear nonstop, moaning about how slow you are. This time I think we're going to just bet the small size. Last time we overbet, this time we bet 1/3. Like we have a 6. Okay. We tried. We tried. And once he gets over 600, that'll be 150 bigs. We'll open up one size bigger from 2.3x to 2.4x. And again, it doesn't make a huge difference. You can just do 2.5 the whole time. Simplify your life. But if you want to be precise, that's kind of how it's supposed to be done. And I have it all programmed in anyways, so. All right. Paired board. A couple of deuces. I think I check raise some 4-5, 5-6, 7-8, 6-7, stuff like that. With one of the suits on board or something. So on your floats, you got to watch your ace high turn. On paired boards, on the floats, you got to watch your ace highs and king highs. Because that's what most people are floating. So he may shut down. Now, do I ever want to block? That's the thing. We're just going to chop with most aces. And it looks like we're good anyways. Okay. Just trying to see. We should take a break at some point. Look at the rest of the lobby. Hey, there is a 25-50 heads-up match going on. Oh no, they're just fighting for the table. Yeah, they're not actually playing. Never mind. Okay, now we're hitting some 10s, right? We're finally hitting some 10s. I'm gonna check raise this one. No diamond. Well, that's the unfortunate part. So, the weird thing here is on paired boards, I mean, I could bet 2/3, but usually it goes check raise, small bet, 1/3 on the turn. That's just how paired boards work. Really? That's just unfortunate. I guess we got a call here. We're looking for a 10, a 3, a 6, a queen. So if he had a low baby flush, he should check it back. I guess that just saves us, really. Yeah, that just saves us. Like, okay. Yeah, Paired boards, that's usually what you do. That's so annoying. All right, we let it go. Thought we could finally, you know, stop winning small marginal pots. Let's win some bigger ones, please. Okay, he's over 600, but he opened a little bit bigger. So that means I gotta adjust that one notch. Yeah, I guess that river saves us some money if you already had the flush. So we're going to 3-bet a little bit smaller now because we're 150 big blinds deep. We got a gutter. We got a gutter. That is the gutter. We're going to check it. Oh, that's not the gutter. What am I talking about? I just like, hey, I saw a straight here. Do I ever want to bluff here? I guess I can do 150 there. All right, it was check, check. So yeah, when the board gets checked to the river, 30 or 150. Just trying to see how I would split it. So let's say I had the ace of spades. Do I go 150? And then I guess I'm supposed to take that hand and put it. I'm going to need some bluffs in my 150 as well. Could go either way, I guess. All right, our king 8 is no longer like a 3-bet above 50% when we're at 165 big blind, something like that, whatever it is, 160, I don't know. We're hitting a lot of 10s top pair. I think we're going to check raise it. We check raise this, solvers like to check raise top pairs. Like king 10, ace 10. We don't have them all the time, but yeah. A lot of the top pairs, like ace 10, king 10, queen 10 as an example. Let's say it was king 7, queen 7, you know, ace 7 on a 7 high board. You check raise it a fair bit. And then it tapers off as the strength of your top pair goes down. But it does do it a fair bit. Yeah, all right. We got it. We haven't had any real interesting spots here. Let's check my phone. daughter's daily report card is in. She gets a little, got like a hybrid Montessori, not full-blown Montessori, but kind of like a hybrid. What do we need, a 6 or a 9? So what bets here? Yeah, I'm going to get called a pretty high frequency here. He might even have ace high with hearts, like ace 6 of hearts. I don't know. Thought I was going to get called pretty frequently there. Anyway. And we take it down. Yeah, there's not much. Ours is really the only heads-up game going at 2-4. Like everything, there's 3 25-cent, 50-cent game heads-up games going. All right, so we got 3 bets. Just trying to see here. Maybe we just let this go. I keep hovering over the YouTube chat thinking that it's me. It's asking if I want to put in an emoji. I do not. It's throwing me off. We have top pair. Shouldn't have ace 4, 4, 6. I don't want to do it. Oh, that's just lovely. I was like, I could go over. Yeah, this is just ridiculous. Okay, I wasn't getting called anyways. Like, I go either way. I was going to go bet. I get called by queen 9, king 9, a whole bunch too. I'm like, I don't know. Yeah, we're just winning all of the small pots. Like the technical game with the sizes, I think our sizes are sharper right now. Like, I don't have a 75% size like he does very often. Okay, we can drop down. We just dipped back down under 150 big blinds. And he's not attacking our small bets that much or at all. Like, you need to be floating this a lot. King high, queen high, ace high on every pair. Like, it's... Yeah, it's not easy. It's not fun because that small size... It targets those floats. Like, you have to. If you're not, then you have the right equity to do it. So you kind of have to. If you're not, then that's a win for us. Yeah, we have some 80% size, or 82%, I guess, but 75, I don't think I really use that. I'd like to play music on here, but it would just get copyrighted. I used to have like Voice Meter Banana, reroute everything so it's live but not recorded in the VOD, all that good stuff. Like, we can. So there's this thing I just thought of. I'm like, I keep going 30%. I'm like, he's not going to let me keep getting away with it. But I'm like, why would I change until he gives me a reason to change? So, right? All right, we're going to check it back. Turn a heart, a river heart. Nope. Although we have the key heart here. What would we bluff? What does he float that misses? 3, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8. Yeah, we've got worse to bluff. A5 is good. Show down some king highs, bluff our jack highs, I guess. Ooh, do we do it? Do we 3-bet this guy? I don't know if we 3-bet this guy. I think we do. We rolled a really low number. We get called on a 6-high board. The old 6-5-3. And we're going to check. I bet this some part of the time. I think like half the time. Yeah, but I'm pretty sure we use like a bigger size, like 2/3 or 70% pot. Like in 3 of the pots, yeah, 2/3 I think. I know I said don't use a 70% size or 75% size often, but that's single raise pots. So he has a lot of ace highs when it goes check, check. I don't have sixes. I would have bet every 6 on the flop pretty much. I beat queen jack, queen 9 suited, jack 9 suited, all of that stuff, I guess. Ace queen. Nice one. If I bet the flop, I guess I can get that hand to fold sometimes. He's got to float a little bit though, so. What is he 3-betting? 4.5x? Ish. 4.5x. Ish. Okay. You got me to call. You got me to call. Yeah, maybe I should have just done that and won. Got a pair of 5s. And a big, big bet. There's that 2/3. Like, am I ever just letting go of bottom pair? I think we gotta call one. Alright, now. Diamonds get there. Ace 8. So he does it with like his stronger hands, it seems. I don't know how balanced that is. Good to know. Good to know. Bum, 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 bum. Nice hand. It's probably not the right hand for me to do it with. It's interesting that he checked back top pair. I guess he bets the ace 8 top pair, but not the 8-6 with the 6 kicker top pair. I know it's a different board texture, but just an observation. We got the nut gutter. We're going to go for the bet this time. And we take it down. We're about dead even in stacks here. He's chiseled a back 3/4 of a buy-in. I'm thinking of a card. Ooh, yeah. Got her done. I was about to put up this guy. Oh, he's under, so we can do this one now. Yeah, I was about to put it up. Just created that graphic today. And he's like, let's build the pot right back up. Okay, so we're going to call. $25% port. And I rolled an 8. We have no leads on king high boards. I think we have to call, especially with our suit on board. Yeah, that's just unfortunate. Now I just half pot. I actually like it. 25%, 50%, because we're deeper. I mean, I think I go 20%, 25% at 100 bigs. Yeah, there's not much we can do better. If this is an 8 of diamonds, I think we got to see the river. All right. All right. Back to this. He's doing his 4-bet again. And we're missing everything. Twice. It'd be nice to like connect in some of these. Like Ace Jack is just a pure call to 2.5x 4-bet. Now he's betting half pot. And there's just not much we can do about it here. We need to start hitting some of these boards and these bigger pots. It would be nice for the home stretch here. Okay, so we've got a little something going on. Jack high board, it's a straight. So this is one where I think we bet 80% pot here, roughly. So turn barrel on the 8. I think we're gonna go for it. Really? It's just, it's so sad to get jammed on when we, like, our equity, we just can't call it. But, like, how many 8s do you have? Do you have a set of 7s, jacks? Do you have an overpair? Call it queens. 9, 10, I guess. But, like, how many 8s are there? You can't always be scared to bet when the board pairs. Like, you can't just check back every time the turn pairs. You just can't. You have to bet some of them. This is like one of the first times we go for it, too. All right. There's not much we can do. So he's had 2 4-bet pots where we missed and a 3-bet pot where clearly, you know, we can't do anything about it. So it's unfortunate. Yeah. We got to win some of those big ones, too, you know? So we are going turn the camera on. you want the camera on? All right. We're going to go yeah. Yeah, I turned the camera on off. It's cuz I'm lazy. I'm leaning back. It's not my best camera angle. Yeah, we're getting unlucky here with some of the pots. That's okay. We had $1,000 against him, like not even 25 minutes ago, I guess. So we're down 2.5 buy-ins between 2 opponents, which is a bit annoying. Yeah, we've had a lot of just tough spots in the bigger pots. Like we just small pots we've been kind of doing well. Yeah, I think we call this here, and just completely whiff. Yeah, so I'm gonna auto top up here because I don't think I don't think it was enough. Play now only tops up when you're down 5 bigs or whatever. So, oh, it might have been enough. Yeah, 480, I guess. Pocket ends. Going to 3-bet. We're right back down to starting stack. 4.12x the size of his open. We get a call. Queen high board. Let's see here. I think we're going to bet 2/3. And we get a call. So now we're going to check it. Let's hope it's a 9, not the queen that he connected with. And it goes check, check. Does he ever have a queen? That's the question here. Check, check. I mean, we value on ourselves if he has a queen. I think he bets a queen on that brick turn. I think we're going to go for it. He might check back a queen, queen jack, queen 10. Yeah, it looks like he did. Yeah, queen 10. That's unfortunate. Yeah, so another 3-outer. I'm like, can we just put ace 9 in a tough spot one time this match? It's getting really frustrating. 1 overcard. He's got it. Queen 10 beating 10-10. A little bit frustrating. Not gonna lie, a little bit frustrating. Yeah, a lot of guys will just check it back there. I mean, I don't know. I don't think you have to check pure there. I can run it, but I just don't think you do. With 1 over. Maybe it's bad. Maybe I'm supposed to check call. I guess I can check call, but it probably plays the same, to be honest. I'll look it up. It's probably a check call, but oh well. What you gonna do? Got a 3. He calls. Gonna check it back. And I think we go for it here. Yeah, see, there's, well, I guess that's what I was hoping for on the 3-bet pot board. Call with your 9. Right? That would have been a fun fun setup. Target the 9, but anyway. Yeah. King is good. Yeah, he's hitting a lot of boards. Like, we've been missing so much for the last, coming up on 3 hours. It's a little bit frustrating here. Why did that not top up all the way? There we go. No action with the king. Oops, sorry. 8-8. Yeah, I guess it covers the whole screen when I'm looking at the tabs here, just trying to see if all the stuff's up and running. Sometimes it just pulls it right across the whole screen. Yeah, these boards just have not been kind to us, unfortunately. Small bet. And we take it down. Queen's losing to ace-jack. Queen 10 losing to 10-10. Hands that we can continue with in 4-bet pots, like ace-jack, and completely missing. We've had some rough run of it. Like, we've got hands that have to make the calls that we did, but they kind of just did not pan out at all. This is just a call. We got a lot of other check raises here. 10, jack, 8, 9, 7, 8, queen 8, queen 9. We got a plethora of check raising candidates. We're just going to float with our king high to 1/3. Goes check, check. If I want to bet this. It just sucks if he has ace deuce. So what does it look like? We have a 10 maybe? Yeah, there's not much I can do here. Check on the 8. He's checking back a lot of top pairs though. So that's good to note. Like not just weak top pairs. Like I guess you kind of have to. So his style, if he's betting 2/3, he's not betting 1/3 a lot. Which means you have to bet less. So I guess he has to check back a lot more of his top pairs. Whereas if I'm betting 1/3, to bet more often and a little bit weaker with your top pairs, I guess. So we are down like 3 buy-ins in change. But I mean, it hasn't been crazy. 2 of those buy-ins went to pita bread, right? One of these buy-ins, like 1 1/4 of the buy-ins are to Frisbee because most of that's his own. So. Yeah. 8-3, we defend to a 2.5x open at 100 bigs. Is this still on? Yeah, it's on the right one. I think we float here with backdoor clubs. I've been checking fast on the turn. I guess I could take a little bit of a second there. Ten eight. Yeah, we've been like missing almost everything here. It's time for the card distribution to even out. Although we've only played coming up on 300 hands here between 2 opponents, so. Do we bet on this straight board? I know I rolled a low number, but I feel like this is not a board we bet. Turn to 3. There's a lot of probes on this. 7x, 8x, jack, hex, queens. There's 9, 10. There's a lot of probes. He may or may not probe. We'll see. Four, 5. All right, we'll take our 3. I just don't want to take any more time here because he took forever. It's like, what was I doing while he was tanking? I was thinking. So I should have my decision made up. But I know it looks like, oh, snap check back, he's weak. That's what I'm worried about. Which is correct. But I was also thinking it through. All right. We'll just take our 3. If he's got a 6, you win. Ace high. Okay. Surprised you don't probe the turn there. Yeah, you can go bet with that particular hand, I think. Or at least bet the turn. Alright, we're going to 3-bet our Jack 8 suited. Let's get a little something going. Let's rally. Let's lock in. King, queen. Mandatory 3-bet. What did I have before? Oh, it's over. Yeah. Battle mode. I forgot if I have the other stuff up, you can't see it. They both go up at the same time. Battle mode. Let's double up. So we're playing 200 bigs each. Make it more interesting. We hit a 3. We hit a 3. We are going to bet. Small size. And he check raises 5.5x. 5.25x. Do I ever let go of bottom pair? Yeah, I think so for that size. Considering he's never check raised before. Like 5 point something x. Okay. Get a little excited much? Like the worst he's doing it with is probably like an 8-10 of clubs or something. Flush draw and a straight draw. I'm like, where's the thin check raise, if you have any? It's probably why we don't use 5x. Doesn't allow you to check raise the other stuff. Do I ever fold with a 10? Like, what am I hoping for? Like, I call my ace high, queen high, jack. If I have like 10-9, then I can hit a gutter. So 10-8, 10-9. Yeah, I think it's close. Yeah, the small size, the floats. The man likes the 3-bet. He sure likes the 3-bet. So 3-bet to 4.5x. Let's call. Top pair in a 3-bet pot. In position. Betting 1/3. Do we have some small raises here? If he bets under 67% pot, we do have some raises. So we do in this spot. We do raise our sets. 2 pair, but with this weak jack, we will not. Not the greatest turn card. So we will check it back. So he bet 1/3. He was betting bigger in the 3-bet pots before, right? I'm wondering if it's just like a sizing tell, like he has 10s. And then when he has bigger, he bets bigger. Block bet. So did you just turn a king? Like, I have to call this for this size. Like, there's just no two-way around it. And yeah, he owns me. Well, this might be a short stream. I didn't have a lot here to play 2-4. Like, I only had 5 buy-ins at 2-4. I didn't think I was even going to get action at 2-4. I thought it was going to be mostly small stuff, but we'll see. Yeah, it's just so tough. Like, it's just, we're getting all of these spots where, yeah. And it's good to block back there with a king. He's still got value from a weak jack. Like, his player is good. It's just we haven't gotten anything going. Zero. It's been like that sort of the whole 3 hours. Just fold. Thank you. Didn't want to 3-bet that anyway. Bum, 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 bum. Paired board. Going for the 30%. 5x check raise. Nope. I am going to bet twice. So I usually do on paired boards 30% and then 58, or well, you can just call it 60% pot if you want on the turn. And we take one down. We drag a rare pot. Let's keep the streak alive here. Queen Jack again. We've had Ace Queen, Queen Jack, Ace Queen, Queen Jack. What time is it? Almost 8 o'clock, 10 to 8. Winnipeg time. Would like to get something going here. I don't think I 3-bet the ace 2 suited. I 3-bet a bunch of the wheel aces. So we open this like, yeah, like 85% of the time or something, the 5-3. You're supposed to bet real small on these boards, and I'm just going to bet 2/3 for the probe. Yeah, you bet real small, like 22% pot on monotone flops, and the check raise size is like min-click it, and then you can get crazy on turns and rivers, but the flop itself plays relatively small. Going to check this one back, I think. Yep. Rolled a very strong number. An aggressive 4. And we take it out. All right, well, we got 50 bucks back. Gonna be 3-betting this one. So we've had spots like this where he 4-bets and we have ace 10 suited, and it's like, we got to continue, miss, or he bets in a size that we got to continue, see a turn, then he rips it and we got to fold. And I think it's not terrible. I think that's like okay. Like that's just the function of how 4-bet pots work. We're going to check this one back apparently, 97% of the time. Really? Okay. Like you just don't have very many aces. Yeah, ace king, ace queen, ace jack, jack jack. Yeah, queen jack, jack 10. All right, I guess that rolling high saved us. Not sure if I'm supposed to call there. For a small size, yes, but he uses those big sizes. Doesn't want money from my floats. I got another camera angle. Let's see here. I put this one on. How's that one look? That one's over on the windowsill. Looks terrible. Yeah, I haven't set that one up properly. All right. Oh, turned it off. Yeah, with your overbet. I have no ace kings or any of those sets. Yay, you got one. Your first overbet on the turn. So a 3-bet. The 4.5x 3-bet. And I rolled ace 10 for a 4-bet. Like, are we just really running into it nonstop? It's like I 4-bet, what, twice? And he just jams. This is just so sad. Like, I rolled a really low number. You know what? You 4-bet ace 10? You 4-bet ace 10 off like 20% of the time. And that's exactly what we rolled. Under 20%. So it's just super annoying, right? Like, not sure how it loaded more than 400 there. I think that's a glitch. Okay. Like, he's probably like, how does he have more than... I don't know either, bud. I really don't. Okay. Ace high board in a 3-bet pot. Here's the thing. Rainbow plus 1 Broadway. Do we bet? I think we do. Well, I don't know. It's like half the time, 40% of the time. I don't know. Check, check. Yeah. See, this time, this is kind of how it went last time. Check, 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 and then I went for value. I'm not going to do with sixes here. All I'm hoping to get called by is a deuce, which he's never going to have in a 3-bet pot, unless it's accompanied by an ace. Sixes are good. I guess it's a king, queen, king, jack, something. I'm surprised he doesn't stab the turn with any of those hands. Unless it's fives, pocket fives. I don't know. We won a pot that was not a single raise pot. Look out. Things are heating up. Fuck. It's never easy. Check. Check. This is one of those hands that shape up to be a good bluff catcher. Or a good check raise hand. 7 blocks some 2-pair on the flop. Jack blocking straights if this were like, you know, a 9 or a king kind of thing. Or there's the 9. So which straights do I have? Do I have king 9 or king 8? What are you here? Jack 8? Yeah, if I have jack 7, I'm going to have jack 8. He snap goes for it. Like, this is just a good hand. I don't have hearts. It'd be better if I didn't have backdoor diamonds. The best suit would be clubs. 6-8? 6-8 would bet because it's double gutter. Just don't know if I should go for it this time. I don't think so. If I rolled lower, like really low, maybe I'd do it. It's close. That's one of the first ones where we're contemplating if it's the right bluff candidate. Speaking of jack 7. Time for a comeback. Time for a comeback. Got a 5. Do we ever want to check raise this? Nope. Check, check. So this is one of those boards where usually you do 30% and then like overbet. Check or overbet the turn. I guess he just turns a queen. And again, I got the same kind of thing. Like a pair and block. Oh, he rivers an 8. high board. I'm gonna take a stab. Interesting. Do we go bet on the queen high boards? How many straights are possible? 2, 3, but we have a 3. 3, 7. 7, 8. Check. See, he's good with the block bets. I'll give him that. And there hasn't been anything I can really do about it yet. We haven't rivered value to where we can raise. And like, even just calling, like I clearly call my aces. I call my queens. Like I think, I looked up a hand with pocket threes the other day where I ran it on a paired Broadway board. And I thought for sure the solver turns threes into a bluff once in a while. Not even close. So I don't know if that's the spot to do it in either, but I mean, we block the low end of the straights, a couple straights. Maybe he block bets hoping we don't have an ace. Big size on a wet board. Gotta call 1. All right. Let's slow it down. Is he gonna check back on the 4-liner to a straight? He is not, and we have the worst suits. All right. Ooh, the ace 8. Call. Hello. Finally getting something going. All right, what are we going to do here on this board? In position in a 3-bet pot, monotone. I think we probe 20% or something like that. Let's do like 20 bucks. Nothing. So in 3-bet pots, when you're in position, the amount you stab when they check to you is quite high for a lot of stuff, like 30%. Then you get to decide if you want to barrel the turn or check. Like you just bet a lot of small sizes in position with the 3-bet pots. All right, is king high good here? Maybe. Same hand. Chop it up. Three bet. Ace 8 suited. 100% of the time. And we get a call. All right, we got an ace high board, rainbow. Again, I think we do like 20% or something like that. Now we can check and call most, because yeah, 9-10 suited. We have an 8, which is great. He's got to call a small size. Can we win one? It goes check, check. I believe we are good now, so we are going to hunt some value. This time, have king 10. Have king 10 and not ace jack. We did a bet, check, bet line. And we take it down. Small win, but we'll take it, you know. It'd be nice to get called a little bit, but he doesn't seem to be the calling type here. Queen 3. Are we going to play it? No. 95, very passive number. Yeah, sometimes heads up can be super boring or exhilarating. Right now it's been kind of ho-hum. Top pair. I have top pair. And he uses the big size again. It's a super dry board. Like, it just doesn't make sense. Like, what is betting this big? Over pairs, ace 9, king 9, 4 5? Like, is that it? I don't know. Yeah, when he just goes bomb, bomb, like, it just seems like there's just... He's not doing it very often, and it's always for a huge size. Like, is it always just strong? Like, am I supposed to just call this twice? I think so. And then we just check it. Bet, bet, bet. And then we barely nudged the RNG. All right, well, that's unfortunate. Like, he takes this line, the bet, 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 with big size, so infrequent. It's like so infrequent. I honestly think it's strong. Bet big, bet strong, and then he's not balancing it out. Yeah, I don't call 3-bets with 4.5x 3-bet with ace 3 off. I don't think so, my friend. So we got a Broadway board here. He should not have aces, kings, queens, because those 4-bet. Or not Broadway, but yeah. Check. Check our bottom pair here. What can he have? Weak ace. I don't 3-bet king 9 like ever, but I rolled a really low number, so you mix it in. So, do I ever hunt value here? See, this is where I think I got to study, because I always want to, like, I'm so used to single raise pots. Hunting value, right? But maybe I check. I got to give him a chance to bluff, right? Like, I'm not getting, yeah. Yeah, I guess the 9's just good. Okay. Not getting called by, I chop 9s. He beats me with a queen, beats me with an ace. 3's like, yeah, I'm just going to fold. It's just nothing, I guess, to target. I don't know. We hit our pair. Pair force, backdoor diamonds, and straight draw. Oh, I forgot I have another. I got another one up here. I brought two. Two bubblies. Ace 6 suited is one of the few aces we just flat. We 3-bet almost every other one. All right. So are we going to check raise on the deuces? I think we are. I think we are. I think we are. right? And now, again, I bet 1/3. Last time he raised monstrous, but on paired boards, you're just supposed to bet 1/3, even when the flush comes in. Paired flop or turn, 1/3. Flush or four flush, 1/3. Four straight, 1/3. Just a straight, like one straight possible or a straight possible. 2/3. Overcard, 2/3. All right, we surrender. Super brick, 2E. We go ginormous. Yeah, that sounds about right. Just 14 outs. Just 14. Can't buy a bucket. Can't buy a bucket. Where do I know that from? That's from NBA Jam. When I was a kid. So we got the nut gutter here. Rolled an 87. We're not going to check raise. Do we want to probe? Apparently not. What do we probe? We probe obviously a 5, 7, 8, 3, 9. I think we just let this go. This is just gross now. Ace King 5 for 1/3. Ace King 5 rainbow 6/8 is a fold. Ace Jack. 8:15. We've been at it 3 hours and change here. Hitting our queen. Gonna continue with our 1/3 bet. Yes, we lose to all other queens, so we might just go check, check, bet, check. Or sorry, check, check, bet, bet, check, check, bet, bet, check, bet, check, bet. Rolled a low number. I don't think I want to bet this again, though. I'm going to check it. Like, it just seems... I know I rolled a 1. I'm not a slave to the RNG. It just feels like you're supposed to... I don't want to go bet, bet, bet with my worst queen. I guess we got some value there. Yeah, there's really no other matches running right now. Versus the old 4.5x 3-bet, roughly. Gonna be calling our 9-10. Top pair. We're back to hitting top pair with 10s. We've done a fair bit of that 4 or 5 times. He goes for the half pot size. We are going to click the call button. Interesting turn card. And he goes bet, bet. King, queen, jacks, 10s. Just trying to think what he might have. Ace, queen suited. It's probably the worst he does it with. river a 10. Like you can have a boat. Does he ever check back boats? I do not know. Yeah. No snap. We faded the snap. And we're good. Okay, so we have 10-7 at 150 big blinds. I think we are going to 3-bet it. Because we rolled a 10. You do it some sliver of the time. It's not fun, but it's peppered in everywhere, right? I mean, I could tighten up some, but it just wouldn't feel right. All right. Okay, we're going to open up one size bigger. We're at 150 bigs again. Let's turn it around. Top pair in a single raise pot, monotone flop. Just gonna check. Sometimes I bet. I bet 2/3. Delayed cbet. Do I want to go for some value? I rolled a low number, but I think I'm just gonna check this back. Could be trapping. I could have got some value from a jack. I made a mistake. Played too quick. That was a mistake on my part. I could bet 2 streets with the top pair. I missed out on 20 bucks or whatever it was going to be. So we got trips, the old trips. And we get check raise. So here again, this is one of those boards. I don't play the bet 3-bet game. It's just not good, especially when we have a weak 9 as well. This has happened a few times though, in these kind of weird spots. So check raise, he could have a big 9, clubs, some kind of weak king, overbet. So this is just weird, right? Am I just dominated again? Like I've had some spots like this where trips twice I think now. And one time the board ran out 4 diamonds or whatever it was, and we just could not do anything about it. So he overbets. And then he checks. Is he ever check raising though? That's the thing. Did he just have a massive draw? King 9? Ace 9 and brick? I think I have to bet for value here. I would bet if I have a bluff, right? Alright, so he check raise overbet on a paired flop. That is not the line I take. Okay, interesting. We got a little bit back. King deuce. I think we call king deuce as we get deeper here. Yeah, like not pure, but as you get deeper, you can play a few more hands. For 1/3, I think we got to float with our king of hearts. I'm going to min bet. We lead the turn. Now I'm going to bet for value with 1/3, I think. Or no, I check? I think I check. Yeah. Let him bluff. Yeah, if you look it up and study, that is actually a thing. What I just did there, as ridiculous as it looks. Call the flop bet, turn pairs, the middle or bottom card pairs, and we lead for like 15% pot with your whole range. It is a thing. And check if anyone's chatting. I was chatting. Let's check the stream health. Excellent condition. Oh, it shows all my stats here. Peak viewers. Peak views. 38 views? Really? Didn't think there'd be that much. But anyway. Alright. We get 3-bet. Again, the 4.5x size 3-bet is what he seems to like. We are going to call. And we hit a piece. We hit a piece of the board with backdoor hearts. He checks. Do we ever want to Stabarooski? Check. We will pot control. I guess that's a good card. But if he has tens or jacks and he's worried about a queen, he will now bet again. So he goes for roughly 2/3. Thinking of a card right here. See that spot right there? Thinking of a card. Brick. I guess we just check it back here. With our 7. Ace Jack. I can get behind the bet with the Ace Jack. Check, bet. Makes sense, right? Check. I can get behind it. All right, so we are now at 200 bigs. So I'm going to open to 2.5x. I can use this. I can use the actual Play Now shitty preset buttons. Yeah, we're going to still 3-bet, but we keep it smaller. So we have a jack high board with a 10. And we take it down. Pot size bet. 2 Broadway cards. The 2 Broadway cards. He's like, what the hell? He opened for 10. I think he paused there. Did you see that? Yes, I opened for 10 bucks. I'm using my hotkey. My G4 key opens it for 10. Okay, so we are at, what are we at here? Like 250 big blinds. He's still going 4.5x at like 250 big blinds. I think this is a fold this deep. Pretty sure it is. Ba, 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 ba. The 6-4, however. Ooh, we in the mix. We in the mix with our 6 of diamonds. Whew. What a turn card. Now, do we ever bet here? The ace is not a good card for us. Sometimes we check raise. Yeah, bottom of the range. I feel like I'm leading so many rivers. I don't think the ace is one, especially for the small pot and the size. I don't know. I guess I could overbet. I could. I'm gonna check this one back. Take a stab with our 8. And we check it back because we lose to all other 8s. Bigger ones, 3s. Good call. I bet a 10x there, Jack X there, so the 3s are actually a pretty good call. Got the ace of clubs, backdoor straight draw, which is an ugly one, but it is still there. We float. We check. He bets big. I feel like, do I check raise this? Do I check raise turns? I don't think so. Not for the big size, right? Using those big sizes again. When we have the ace of clubs, like, do we ever just go for it like this? I feel like I want to have a piece at least. Like ace 3 with the ace of clubs. Ace 5 with the ace of clubs. I don't know. Check. Deuce. There's so much going on all these screens. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Like 8 things open to run the stream. Let's flop a set. That ain't it. We haven't flopped a set yet, have we? We flopped trips. Not a set. Yeah, do we probe? I think we do. Let's do this. Now we just check. I don't think we bet here. If he ever has pocket 5s, I don't think so, because so many of those hands, 5s, 8s, ace 6, king 6, they're all betting. I'm pretty sure it's the best hand, but it's just, I don't know, what am I getting value from? Whoop, I opened the wrong side. He's too busy talking. He's like, now he's going back down to 920. What is he doing? Should we bet for value with our ace here? Value with the ace. Well, things are turning around. We're halfway back-ish. So we got a gutter. Got a lot of 9x. Yeah, we check this one. Not us. But we would check back some 8s. And he goes the 5x. What's with the 5x check raise? I mean, don't get me wrong. There's some big check raise sizes in heads up. That's called 2E, geometric sizing. I use geometric sizing. There's just been no spots really for it. So, yeah, paired turn, that's not geometric sizing. This is 100% not geometric sizing. Like 3.5x, 3.3x, 5x on a paired board. Seems a little much. Deuce, deuce, 6. You can bet bigger on this one. Yeah, there's just not much I can do here. Maybe I can show geometric sizing somewhere after the stream here. What do we got? Jack high board. It is a straight board, straight possible. All right, we're going to use a 42% size. Call. Ace on deck. He never has ace jack, ace 10, king queen, jack jack, 10 10, ace ace. Yeah, he just has no straights here. Queen 9 would be the straight, but we have a 9. Ace 8 maybe, offsuit. Right, like he just doesn't have any of the strongest hands here, yeah. Like, I assume he's 3-betting properly, right? This deep, I don't think I'm 3-betting ace 10. Maybe peppering it in. A little disappointed we didn't hit our usual top pair with a weak 10. That seems to be our thing for the last 3 hours. It's probably happened like 6 or 7 times. Checking it back. We got not a whole lot going on. Although, if there were a card to give us hope, that would be it. I'm thinking of a card right here. Do it, dealer. Do it. I know queen 10 suited, queen 10 off maybe a little bit, 7-10 off, yes. 8-9 off, sure. All right, here we go. We're fighting, we're scrapping. Should I put my hood up? Yeah, I really need some music. We have an 8. We're gonna check it back this time by the looks of it. 85. Whew. Passive. So this is where, like, I should be betting pot so often. Like, you just don't have any of this. But I'm going to check it back. Let you get there with your diamonds. And do I ever go for value with, like, an 8? No. The old check, check, check line. I was behind the whole way, too. But yeah, if you're looking at boards where you do the overbet, it would be like bet 30% on this flop, and then that queen, that's where you overbet 150. Like, he just doesn't have a lot. There, 91, 5-3. We're going to fold it. I think you said it 85 last time. You open it up 85% time. Yeah, so what was that board? Like 3-8, ace, queen, or whatever it was. That's the overbet spot. It's super dry. He never has the strongest hands. He doesn't have, you know, the 2-pair top set, any of that stuff. So you get to go a little bit bananas. And you do it with bluffs. So you do it with your strong stuff. You do it with top pair. You do it with, like, you turn the gutter. You turn, like, Broadway, right? And you got a gutter. Yeah, we're not 3-betting the king 10 as liberally anymore. And we got top pair. All right, so we're going to go for some value here. We're going to probe. The probe size I use is pot. When you have 2 flush draws, you use the 100% size. We are probing, taking it down. Here comes a... Oh, I thought he was going to do it. It sure felt like it. It sure felt like it. Ace, King, Ace, Jack, Dewey, Rainbow. I think this is a board where you check or overbet. To be honest, I think it is. Ace, King, Deuce, I think it is. I don't know if Ace, Jack, Deuce is. For the same effects, he just has none of the strongest hands. But then you just don't bet that often. We might be good here with our Queen High, unless he turned a 5. Oh, River's the king. You're good the whole way, bud. You're good the whole way. I feel like we 3-bet this a little bit. All right, Samuel Jackson taking you off there. There we go. $5x, make it 2670 or something, right? Three betting you now with my king 9 suited. I'm losing it here. So he hasn't been 4-betting as much. I wonder if it's because we're deeper or if it's just because he had the goods all those other times. You know? All right, 6-5-3. We have king 9 suited. Hooted. I feel like we bet if we have one of our suit on the board. We cannot do it. Yeah, we cannot do it. Yeah. That is really unfortunate. Really unfortunate. Two flush draws. We do not have them. What am I supposed to bluff here then? I feel like I bluff 9-10, 8-10, 10-7, 7-9. Yeah, those are those would have been my. Okay. Ooh, you check raise smaller. Like, properly. Like a full 3x. Alright. We're going to call, turn a backdoor flush draw with a 4. 3 or a 4 hearts. Well, there's the 4. Yeah. So what check raises? He check raises 7-8, 3-5, 5-7... I guess 9-6, pocket 2s. Not much I can do about it. We have top pair. We do. And he bets pot on a ace high board. I would have bet 30% on this board. I cannot fold. I cannot. This could be an overbet spot. I could see him over betting. Queen Jack gets there. King 10 gets there. He would have bet 2 pair on the turn. Ace 9 is still beating us. And he bets half pot. He does not... Oh, no. He bets the 80% pot. That's 45 and a 60. All right, we're going to call. 7, 8 of diamonds misses. So he bets smaller on his draws. Did you see that? Yes, he bluffed it, but he bets small on the draw instead of bigger. So I'm just trying to piece it together because it feels like he bets bigger when he's stronger and bets smaller when he's weaker. That's kind of... it's not very balanced. That's exploitable. Could be wrong. I'm just go check, 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 bet. Now we overbet. Open-ended. I'm thinking of a card. I am thinking of it. Can you guess what it is? Can you guess which card it is? Okay. Okay, 6 of hearts. Okay, okay, okay. I see what you're doing there. I see what you're doing there. Do we go for some value? I think we do. Do we do the overbet? Maybe we do. Oh, that one still has it. I think we're just gonna do pot because I thought I fixed it. But it clearly didn't fix there. 453.60. Yeah, that did not fix. Maybe I have to redo the stream deck. Or wait, maybe I fixed it 1 over. I see, I see. $453, $45.60. That's why. Let me just update this. 45. Yeah, that's a big. I can show you guys that later. That's a big oops if I ever accidentally typed it in there. Now let me test it out. Much better. All right, ace high showdown. River's the queen with an open ender on the turn. Nice hand. I guess I'll have to do that for all of them. Yeah, 4, 7, 3. All right, I'll clean that up after. That's fine. What am I doing with my ace 8 here against 4.5x 3-bet? Ace 8, I think I call half the time. Call. I just want to clean that up now, though. There's Really? I rolled a 3. I'm supposed to call this 2/3 here? I honestly don't know. Like, I'm hoping for like 2 perfect cards. I'm probably making a mistake here. Honestly, this deep in position. God damn it. I know I'm calling my threes. I'm just fixing up my... Can't believe I have one key that was like all in there. Call. 3! That is not a 3. Three! That is not a 3. I mean, we're beating King, Queen, Queen 10, Jack 10, suited, all that stuff. Oh, do you have a boat? You have aces full, my friend? I think you do. Yeah, 49. Yeah, I see. Block bet, block bet. 1/10 the price. Okay, I don't know. Tens. Block bet, block bet. Okay, if it's ever a bluff. I don't think he bluffs for that size. I should just fold it, but... No, I forgot what I was looking at here. 4-9, 4-4. Check. Okay, that one's done. I think I only have one more here. Check. Yeah, one more and then it's all fixed. Thank goodness. Hopefully I didn't do it on any of the other ones. 5, 1, 3, 6. We're gonna do 1/3 size this time. I was like, that check line, 30 or 150, or no, it's 30 or 200, I think. Yeah, 30 or 200 on the end there. Okay, we're back in business here. Betting our queen high on the turn. Queen blocks some queen jack offsuit. Getting called by an ace high for sure. Checking it back, losing to ace high. Because he's not going to fold this time. I do not think so. Okay, so we still open up here. 3-bet a little bit of the 9-10. Even at 200 bigs, I think it's a sliver. Taking it down. Hello, King King. And he calls. We're going to check it back because we rolled the most passive number. But normally we bet 30% with 80% of the time we're going to call. Do we go for some value? Does he have, you don't have queen 10 suited, you don't have any boats. I don't like to block. Yeah, I think I do this time because I might have missed hearts. You can have a flush draw, call with a, you might have to call with a 4. Ace, like you have to call some 4s there, I think. That spot's a bit different. And we take it down. Yeah, there hasn't been any crazy things going on here. Pretty uneventful, as they would say. Call. Broadway board. We have none of it. We can't even float. Of all the boards, that is the board we have the least amount of strength on. We would have 3-bet Queen Jack that time. We would have. Ooh, we have it here. So we're going to go 3 times his bet, I think. So we 4-bet bigger. Whoops. Right? We 4-bet bigger. So 44 times 3. What is that? 132. He calls. And there is no ace for a change. So this is exciting. All right, so in 4-bet pots, we usually do 20% size, I guess, but I want to make sure we get the money in. So I might just do 1/3. That's all right. Yeah. I know 4-bet pot sizes at 100 bigs. I don't know how much it changes at like, whatever, 250 bigs, whatever we're at. Yeah, I use 20% a lot in 4-bet pots and then 25% on the turn. I'm going to check this one back. Rolled a passive number. We're going to check this one back as well. Do I ever go for value with ace high here? I'll just check it back. I was like, I bet 2-3. No, I don't have 2-3. I bet that on the flop. Like, what's my worst non-showdown? 3-7? Something like that. So far, we've been the biggest heads-up game going. One table of 2-4 for almost 4 hours. We have a 6. I check raise this. I check raise ace-3 more than I would at any 6x. We unblock diamonds and clubs, which is good. And check raise 7-8, 4-5. Bunch of the straight draws. I think I just check this back again. Now he overbets. This is kind of, well, not overbets, but he bets that. Was that 80% pot or 75% pot? Like, I'm not hoping for much here. I think I'm just gonna let this one go. If I had an 8, I'd call. This just seems, I don't know, maybe that's wrong. Quick call. Roll a low number. 1 straight, 5-7, 7-9. There's 2 straights possible. I don't think I bet this one. See, I'm not a fan of ever using 1/3 myself. I think we just go for the value. And see if we get check raised ever. Queen 10, yeah, you do. But now I have to, I guess I can check it back. That just seems so passive. He check raises, what, 25, like 3.5x. I have a one pair hand, and he knows I have an ace. He's got all the flushes, got all the two pairs, ace 6, ace, not ace 10, ace 6, ace 4, 6, 8, to 6, 8 check raise. Now you just call. So it's got to be like a two pair with an ace or a flush. What are the bluffs? What are the bluffs? What are the bluffs? It's got to have one spade. Like 8, 9, one spade. All right. Feels real. It feels real. Yeah, I don't think I ever bet 1/3 on the river. I bet 2/3 and then decide, but that's just the world I live in. I put myself in that spot. Call. Check. We're going to check. He would have bet an 8 again on the turn, so I don't think he has an 8 or a 6. Maybe turn to 6. Probably checks that back. He's going to have to bluff 10 jack. Yeah. Queen high. 10 6. He turned to 6. Damn it, I have 10 jack. So we're about even in chips here. Call. Top pair. Top pair. Ever check raise it? Again, we check raise more versus the small size and less versus the big size. When he uses the big size, like, do you just have an 8 yourself and you bet bigger for protection? Is that what's going on here? So normally I stab, right, on the paired board, but I want it 5 higher, a 5 or higher. So 8, 5, 3, 5. I would go for it. So I think we just hunt some value here. He was worried about a 4. We should get called by some 8s here. We got him. Got him. And now I'm just wondering, like, what do you have, 8, 9? You had a bad 8 the whole way, dominated 8. I think we call some, probably getting close to calling Queen 5 as we get deeper. He does the 4.5 or 4.4x 3 bet. That's like 250 big blinds deep. 7-5 suited. Hooted. Completely whiffs. He checks. We are going to do the same. Turn a red 5 or a red 6. Red 5, red 6. And then a 4 on the river. That is not the card we wanted. Yeah, I'm not going to play around this time. Snap full. We are dead even. Broadway board, ace, king, tenor. We got the old 10-4 suited. We're going to go ahead and check it back. Now, the question is, do we delay cbet with a 10? I believe the answer is no, we do not. We call the block. And he has king 5. He's good with the blocks. I'll give him that. And I got to call with a 10 there anyways for that size. He's good with the blocks. It's just, block is an interesting thing because you know what it means. He has value, but just not, it's not that strong. You're blocking because the board texture changed, or you're blocking because you think you have the best hand and you want to extract a little bit of value, which means you also have to bet that size as a bluff every once in a while. So I'm supposed to raise it when I have stronger and bluff it. I'm just wondering, I'm probably not bluffing the block enough. I think that's my one thing I got to work on for sure. Because he's done it quite a bit. We just haven't had anything, which is unfortunate. Yeah, just I try not bluffing king highs. I've had a lot of high cards, king highs. I have a plethora of bluffs, 3-outed. Plethora of bluffs to pick from around the 7-3-4. Right? Something with a 6, a 5, an 8 something. I should adjust the camera so that it just zooms in on me slouched here. Maybe I can do that from here. Where's OBS camera? Properties. Oh, we're back to our 10 highs. Week 10 highs. Here. Camera control here. How's that? Just not a good look for me. Well, there's the ace for the float that we don't love. Well, got a little bit of value. But now when I do the zoom one with this thing, it's probably gonna like hit me in the forehead. Bang. It's not that bad actually. Although, I gotta admit, I got 4 hours straight of heads up battling against 2 regs, so I'll take that. I think we are gonna raise the probe. I do check back some top pairs, some strong hands. I trap some 10x. I see someone in the chat here. 1 second. We are bluffing the lowest part of our range, and we get called. Good call, king. Yeah. Cheat to Win 81 says, first time here, I'm unfortunately from Winnipeg and play low stakes tournaments on Global and GG. I enjoy your H2H content. H2H, head to head. Thanks, man. I ramble on. I mean, I've been playing it for quite a few years. Obviously, I still make a ton of mistakes, but it's fun, and I like Play Now because it's one of the last poker sites that still allows mano a mano heads-up tables. Pretty much every other big site, you know, Global, GG, PokerStars, what have you, they all have Zoom pools, right? Because a better player heads up will fleece a weaker player so fast. Yeah, and then obviously that's not good for the house, the rake. There's no rake if they're losing money really fast. They don't get to play as many hands. I'm going to bet 2/3 on this one, I think. Sorry, I was busy chatting there. So yeah, I used to play a ton of 6-max, all that stuff, but just heads up it's just so much more fun. You're playing every single hand. You got to think about all your decisions. So, well, it's still on Play Now. Why not? All right, we are going to probe the turn. Probe size, I got 3 sizes, 42, 67, or 100%. When there's a flush, we use the 67% size. 2/3 pot. And he calls. So now we don't have to go for it. I know I rolled a low number, but there's a 4-liner out there. He could have called like a pair with 1 diamond. Hopefully it's not an 8 or a king. It should be good now. Queen 5. Gotcha. Well, he was in bad shape, drawing to a chop at best. Yeah, and as far as all the overlay and the graphics go, I'm going to min-bet this. And then we'll see a turn. Yeah, so you bet very small. On monotone flops, you bet like 22% pot, really, really small. But I've had the graphics for a while. I actually had it called Mega Moose. The moose in the background that you see was actually, I commissioned a graphic designer overseas using Discord. It was called Get Wreck Labs, actually. And they did a wonderful job. Paid a couple $1,000s for all the graphics, the overlays, all of the stuff. And I was going to do it for slots, believe it or not. Let me see if I've got the... I'll find it in a minute here. And then I messed around with it for a while. Had a huge run on slots. Spun it up to like 20 grand or something. Lost a bunch back and then just went, you know what? I even reached out to Stake. Stake Casino, the online casino. And they... now, do I probe here? I feel like I do sometimes. You're supposed to probe your Jack X, 10X gutters as your bluffs. But on a flush board, I don't know about this one. We'll see. And Stake said, cool, we're looking forward to you coming, you know, joining us. Here's some discount codes for, you know, if you get followers or people that sign up under your name, blah, 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 blah. So I had all these graphics for like 4 or 5 years ago for slot stuff. And then I just never used it, so kind of revamped it and said, I'll get back into heads up. Why not? Why not? I'm trying to find the under avatars. No, date and time. Mega Moose logo. Here, hold on. I found it. Turn it on here. I just had to find it in OBS. I gotta unlock it so it's bigger. Oh, actually, I know another way to show you. So yeah, that was the old Mega Moose logo. Anyway, let's get that out of the way. Lock it, turn it off. All right, we're gonna bet 30% pot, I believe. Yes. Have another alert that I guess I could do as well. We're gonna bet twice on this board, I think. Having a 9 blocks of 8-9 floats. I think I'm gonna bet the old 58% pot. Like, I'm never getting a 5 or an 8 to fold. It's just if he has, like, yeah, some King X, some Ace X, that puts him in a tough spot. I gotta give it up. 3-4. Ooh, okay. Can beat the 3-4. Surprised he didn't check raise. Like, if you're not check raising that, what are you check raising on Deuce Deuce 5? That is like your nut check raising hand. That's weird. Very weird. So we 3-bet our ace-5 suited, our wheel ace. All right, we got a straight board, queen high straight board. What am I gonna do here? I'm gonna check. It goes check, check. I think we're gonna check again. Ace high might be good. We rolled our most passive number twice. If you're new to RNGs, some guys use the high number as their aggression. I use the low number. It just, yeah. Alright, so now we roll a 1. We went from the most passive to my most aggressive. Like, where's the bluff, though? I need to find the bluff first. Like, King 9... calls a 3-bet. Does he have... He's never betting less. He's not betting pocket 7. Like ace 8. Jack 10. Hey, I'm out of time bank? Oh, well that sucks. I was honestly thinking about it. Okay. Oh well. Okay, so we've got a straight board, 9 high straight. Let's roll. We are going to bet this time 82% pot, I believe. And we got a call. Do we barrel the turn? That is the question. Rolled a low number. I think I'm going to check it back, even though I rolled a low number. It's just such a wet board. I know we can... Hero call. Now do I go for value? Last time I went thin, I got check raised when I rivered an ace on a flush board. But here, I don't think he has any straights. 6x misses, 10x misses. King 7, King 8. I don't know. I'm gonna wuss out. Oh, I might have got value from that. I should have bet the turn. Yeah, it's kind of been a lull in the action here. Like, we got some ugly spots against Frisbee earlier, and we were right down to 400, back up to 1,000. So we've been up to 1,000 twice against him, and now it's kind of been just sort of flat out boring. But we'll see. I'm happy to get 4 hours straight of heads-up action. We could have just been sitting here waiting. Sometimes these guys don't play. We're going to call versus 1/3. Check. Check, check. So here I think we do go for some value with our 9, do we? Out of position. Like, we value own ourselves sometimes. 3-4 gets there, but so be it. You got to go for thin value. If you don't value own yourself once in a while, you're not betting thin enough. All right. See, we got some value. Cheat to win 81. First time here from Winnipeg. So you must be upset. No poker in our city. From no casino poker. It's just sad. It's been years. Do you play at Kubota has tournaments? I guess there's the Trip Aces. Do you play at any of those venues? At the Windham Hotel? There's a bunch of other games. I've played quite a bit last summer. Home games, private games. July and August were a fun 2 months. Playing mostly 5-10/10-20 with all the straddles. It was a profitable summer. It was fun, but it's exhausting too. So, what do I want to do here? King high. I think we're just going to do a 30% pot-ish. Something like that. And we get a call. So we got a double gutter. Do we ever bet it? I think if it's a jack of diamonds, we do sometimes, but then we also check because we don't want to get blown off our equity. Hello. So now we bet, and we hope our opponent has the goods. Has a 10 as well, right? Got him. We got him. We got him with the coconuts, as they say. The coconuts. There's my other graphic. I was waiting to use it. I'm 45 years old and I'm acting like a little kid here. All right. Okay, we'll turn that back off. Oh no, that's not the one I wanted. I gotta turn my alert off here. There. Have I played versus Frisbee in the past? I've been on play now 6 or 7 years, so kind of, yeah. We got a paired flop in a 3-bet pot. One thing to look for in paired flops is if it's suited or rainbow. I'm gonna run out of time bank. I just realized. Yeah. I am from Winnipeg, yes. From here, then I moved to Toronto for 7 years, chasing firefighting. Didn't pan out, came close in a boatload of recruitments. Moved back home, chased again here. That's another long story, but yes, home is here. I'm in Bridgewater right now, so we're going to check call. He bets fairly big. He can have a king, but he could also be value owning himself with like Queen Jack or something like that. So I don't think he'll bet with a flush here. I mean, he could have turned pocket sevens. That's a thing, calling in 3-bet pots. I bet 1/3. Yeah. Like, I just have to call here. It's so frustrating. This is the second time that's happened. Second time. Like, I have to call. Like, I'm just too high up in my range. Yes, I have flushes and I have some boats, but it's just frustrating beyond all belief here. All right. Anyway. He gets there twice in the big pots. You know, if I won a couple of those, then I could go up. It'd be nice. Like, miss one time. Good to know that at 250 big blinds deep, though, you are defending the 2-3 suited. Is that a thing? Is that... Did I see that right? Yeah. 2-3 suited, I'm quite certain, is a fold, but that's okay. Anyways. So how big was that pot? $756. Yeah, it's annoying. Like, some of those have to go my way. They have to break my way at some point. I think I am going to go bet. What gets there? He could have a jack. Straights, 6-8. It would have to be hearts. Yeah, we're going to go bet. He could have a bigger king. That's fine. If he has a jack, he's going to cry and call. He has to. Oh. Just king 3 with hearts. Like, wow, this guy's just breaking. Like, I've been fighting tooth and nail and just slowly eking up. I haven't gotten past the, like, here and then here. Then here, then here. Why don't I go here and then here? It'd be nice to do the 2 leaps. Like, let's win a couple, right? So, yeah. I think we let this go. Actually, I don't know. Pretty annoying. Because, yeah, that's the second or third big one. Where he just goes right into hearts. I mean, am I letting him get there by going bet check with ace-jack on a paired board? Not really. Like, I mean, I think he just check call. He either has a weaker jack or a king. He never has aces because he would have 4-bet. Or ace-king. So... it's just the runouts are not being clean or kind at the moment. Or pocket sevens, yeah. King 7, I guess, but... hey, if you're calling 2-3 suited, he's got a pretty wide defending range. Actually, do I call this? I think I call this. Let's call this. Alright, so we got a straight board. And he bets big. He likes to use the big size. 75% or 80% pot. Not going to check raise versus the big size. We're just going to call. And then we are going to check. He could have the nuts. He bets. So now he's blocking, right? I think he would bet big again. So, like, right? Yeah. So I guess we finally got him with the block, with the straight, but it's just, I'm trying to find out, what I'm trying to figure out is, does the guy ever check back the nuts or bet small with the nuts? Like, you have to trap sometimes. You have no traps, none whatsoever. It's just bet with your biggest hands all the time, which, yes, build a pot, I get that, but you should check back. Like, I don't know. As played, I guess he just never has it, but... Didn't we just see this flop? Straight board, rainbow with a 7. I think we bet over pot. Like, you do bet big on some 8-high boards. He just check raises massive. Like, it's hard to have 6-9 when I have one. It just doesn't even make sense, right? Like, why? Why are you check raising 5x? You have a set of 5s or 7-8 offsuit. All right. It just doesn't make sense. That size is kind of silly on that texture. Yeah, you have overbets on Broadway boards because you have such a big range advantage. King X boards, I think 8-high boards are your next category. Like any board with like a 7, I think. Anyway, maybe I screwed that up, actually. Maybe it's the 8x. 8-7 brick, 8-7 rainbow. Maybe not the straight boards. Either way. Yeah, boards like this. What do I want to do here? I think we're going to go for 1 bet for sure. And we take it down. Ace King. We haven't had this in a while. Seven is not us. 100%. Yeah, I guess I never finished my thought on the RNG. I just find it so bizarre when guys use 100 as their aggressive number. Like, if you run some sims and then it shows a sliver on there, like, you need to do this 5% of the time. So the solver's saying 5% of the time, do the aggressive action. So if I'm going to use, 3 out it again, use the random number generator, wouldn't I just roll a 1, 2, 3, or 4, or 5, meaning that's the 5% of the time that I'm supposed to do it? Nah, let's roll 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, or 100. It just seems like that's the exact opposite way of doing it. Still works. It just seems ass backwards to me. Anyway, each guy does their RNG different. Okay, we are going to call. Got backdoor diamonds. And a gutter to the straight. And he's going bet, bet. Bet, bet. The bet, bet. We call. I'd like to make a flush once. I don't think I've made a flush this whole match. Have I? I don't think so. Like, do we like having a 4? I think we like having a 6 better. Yeah. 10 high is good. So you're betting 4 4-8. 8 deuce. 10 high is good there. Okay. Must have been 8-4 suited or something. I don't know. A lot of 7 high boards, 8 high boards at the moment. 7-6 Dewey. All right. We are going to bet. A little bit bigger on this board. Call. Check. We haven't had any full houses either. We haven't had a full house. We haven't had a set. We haven't had really many flushes. We've had some top pairs, a boatload of shitty weak 10s. We're going to call this one. Now, I think we're going to check raise 2E here if he bets again. We will see here. He checks. So, do we bet now? We just hunt some value? I think so. Try to. And we get called. Good. So check raising 2E on this board. 2E meaning geometric. I was going to check raise massive on that turn. It's pretty bricky. And yeah, so what I don't even know what was in the middle there. But it was going to be like a 7 or 8x raise, basically, with the size of these stacks. 2E meaning let's get the money in evenly over 2 streets. Paired board, we have a king of spades. We are going to call 1 bet. Call. And he blocks again with 1/3. Like, I don't know if I'm supposed to call 2 bets with king high. Like, what bets 1/3 here? So bet and bet. It's good size on the paired board, I guess. Do I have any time bank left? Call, miss, king high. All right. Like pocket 6s, pocket 7s, 1 overcard, something like that. I don't know. It's hard to say. Dun, 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 dun. 7-6-3 versus 1/3. I feel like we want to raise here. Yeah, so on these kind of boards, we, like I said, your top pair. Solvers like to check raise ace 7, king 7, like almost pure. Queen 7, you start doing half. Jack 7, you kind of cut it off. Although I'd like, well, a little bit. Although I think I'd like, I like Jack 7 at this point. Yeah, it couldn't be any worse. Why is it always going to be a 4 or 5? Put a deuce, like a deuce, or like even like a, I guess I was going to say a 10. I guess we're good. King 7. Like, how many times have we chopped with him? All right, pretty standard. Bad run out, but it was going nowhere. We're just inflating the rake, apparently. Pocket eights. Hello. Yeah, we could use a couple of nice hands. Yeah, we haven't had many flushes. I think we open this here. We haven't many flushes. No sets. Check it back this time. All the big pots have kind of mostly gone his way. Deuce. Do we ever check raise the deuce? I think so. Now we're going to stab. He's got a 6. You turn a 6, bud. We have an 8. We block 5, 8, and 8, 10. Deuce. I guess he would have bluffed with a worse hand. He's probably got high card. Ace high or king high. 500 hands. 514. Wow. We got some hands in because I sat at this table with hand number 1. Did not expect to get that many hands in today, which is nice. So we are 3-betting a tiny bit smaller because we are deeper. Above 150 bigs, I start 3-betting a tiny bit smaller. Speaking of flushes for a change, I think I'd like to make one. Okay, we're going to bet this much. There's one Broadway. The size is check or bet pot. Hey, we took it down with 5 high. We didn't have to get there. That's nice for a change. So once we get to $800, that will be 200 bigs. We're going to open a little bit more. You always want to play bigger pots in position. That's the goal. So at 100 big blinds, I open for like 41.2. You can see I'm opening to 37.6 because we're 200 big blinds deep. And as my general open on the button, usually I was going 9.2, right? 9.6, 9 point whatever, right? All the way up. You don't have to. I mean, it makes marginal difference. You could just keep your life simple and open for 2.5x and you'll do just fine. But yeah, it's just one way to do it. Yeah. I bet 2/3 this time. A dry board. Thinking of a card. So now we have a double gutter. Wondering here. So like a 6. Oh no, we don't have a double gutter. What am I thinking about? For some reason I thought I had a double gutter. Oh yeah, a 6 or a deuce. I do. What am I talking about? I'm getting tired. 4.5 hours straight. Overbet. Sorry, I bet 67 and then overbet the turn with the double gutter. Puts a lot of pressure, and he doesn't have any 2-pair hands like 9 deuce off in this thing and that thing anyway. I don't think do I call this? I don't think so. Not to 200 bigs. Pretty sure. If we do, it's not pure. Okay, enough with the 9 deuce, king deuce. I feel a 3-bet coming on. Or not. So my goal was to play from 5 p.m. to at least 11 p.m. if I could get action. Well, looks like I got action almost all the way through. Ace 3. So you see we 3-bet the suited wheel aces. As far as 3-betting goes, like all the way up to ace 7. And then when we get, I think we start 3-betting ace 8 a little bit at 100 big blinds. Ace 9 pure at 100 bigs. But as soon as you get deeper and stuff, like I think it's now the cutoff's ace 10. So ace 8 is where you start 3-betting the offsuit hands a little bit. Ace 9 pure. Ace jack 9. I think you can overbet on this board because I don't have any of those sets. Not many 2 pairs. Rolled a low number, but I still don't think I check raise here. For the reason I said above, I have like none of the strongest hands. And that's just an awful turn card. goes check, check. Do I ever even want to block here? I don't think so. 8-10, queen 10, 2 pair. I lose to like ace 8 even, so. Oh no, I don't. The king, the jack, and the 9 would play. Alright. Ace queen, yeah. It's just a horrible board. I don't think I can call it pure, but I rolled in low numbers, so I called. If I had rolled 100, I probably would have folded. You can't fold all the time, and you have to call some of the time. Mixed strategies are tough. Sometimes poker's hard. It is, it is. Do I check raise around this? I have an 8. Queen blocks and queen jack. Check raise like 7-8. I think 8-10, 9-10 more so. Maybe not this one. Probe on the trip's turn. I know you use 100% pot on that though. Like if you do on the board, so like if it's a paired board for us, like 6-6, yeah, 6-6 deuce 6. We bet 1/3, and then we bet pot when the trips come. And then so 85%. And if trips don't come, then we use 58%. Pretty sure that's how it goes. Pocket jacks. Three bet. And we get a call. On a 7 high board. I'm gonna bet 2/3. Shouldn't have many threes unless it's ace 3 suited, which is not many combos. Pocket 7s and pretty much no 2 pair. I think I would have seen a 4-bet from queens. I think I am gonna go bet. It would be really unfortunate if I just got 2 outed. Like it's 7-8 suited and ace 7, 7-9. I think I am gonna go bet on this board. Wow. You guys see that? Can we get one? No, didn't call it. All right, we went for it. We went for the bet and the bet. Yeah. Now we're going to open 2.5x. Gonna check this one back. Let me check. What should I do here? What should I do with my 6? Check. Call. Well, we beat a 9 and a 7. Call. He blocks with a 7. Yep. See, I should think about it when he does that, blocks, because he bets big with the ace. I'm like, do I ever raise the 9 there though, really? I don't know. We hit our 4. I'm thinking of a card. Do you know which card I'm thinking of? Right here. Bang. Oh, whoops, I forgot. You're not supposed to hold it in. was like, zoom. No, just tap it once. Program them all into the stream deck. Yeah, all right. All right, buddy. Like, all right. It's good for you. I would like to felt you, please. That would be wonderful if we could take all of your chips. That would be fantastic news. Do we call 9-6? I think this is just a release. Five hours straight, no break, no bathroom break here. Gotta be a machine. Although I've had half a 1 liter of water and 2 bubblies, so it's about to hit me any minute. What are you doing? 4.5x, 250 big blinds deep. He likes that big size, eh? All right, we're gonna call. I'd like to hit some of these boards once in a while. We've always had to like just get there. Why couldn't you even hit a 2-outer with a 7 and just let me barrel the last time? Okay, well, we're gonna float for that. Or do I check raise? Maybe I check raise and get crazy here. It's queen high. Queen high boards. Nope, that's not us. I was gonna say, do I ever check raise a queen high board? I have no idea. I guess I could have done 2.6x or something, 2.5x. Yeah, I know I'm rolling low numbers, but I really needed this to be like a king 10 trap. Like, am I supposed to, like, what is he gonna call with here? Ace king, ace 10. Like, does he ever buy it? I'm never betting a jack when the 9 comes on the river, because I think he would. Well, maybe I'm betting a jack. No. Too thin. Queen, 9. I just don't think he's gonna. I'm gonna lose to ace high, which is unfortunate. Like, am I supposed to bluff here? What do I bluff? Something around king, I think. No? Yeah, ace high. Damn it. I should have check raised and then bet. I wanted to. Then I wussed out. That's on me. I wussed out. Yeah, on boards like that, I wish I knew, like, what's the better bluff. Like, it felt like he had a king high. Or an ace high, sorry. The bet and a bet. We're going to see a river. River is a 3 of hearts. I'm going to check it back. King 9. He got value on the turn. Nice hand. He got some value. Not opening that. Got a 5. Did I ever probe this turn? I don't think I need to right now. Do I hang on with this 5? That's a good card for you to barrel. We win. Not barrel. Bet. Good card to bet. Because there was no flop. Bet. Do I fold? Do I call? Alright. So we're gonna 4-bet. Gonna 4-bet this hand. And we take it down. Yeah, there's a couple spots I gotta start steadying up. I feel like this feels like this match just hasn't been that aggressive. Like, I know a lot of the spots and the sizes, but just pure aggression. I used to play just like an absolute maniac. Cheat to win 81 says, earlier you were going to mention strategy on a paired board in position, rainbow versus two-tone. I never play heads up, but would like to hear you complete that thought. Oh, paired flops in the 3-bet pot matter. On a single raise pot, it's not that big a deal, but in the 3-bet pots, some of the suited hands are calling, right? Most of the hands that call in 3-bet pots are going to be suited, right? Single raise pots, you defend quite wide. Suited or not suited or offsuit or whatever. But in the 3-bet pots, most of the hands that are calling your 3-bet calling range are going to be of the suited variety. So on the paired flop, if it's rainbow, that's one thing. But if it is two-tone, which it was against his 2-3 diamonds when we had the ace-jack on the king-jack-king, it matters a bit more. And it obviously did in that case because he made the flush. So in the 3-bet pots, the two-tone matters a bit more than in the single raise pots. That's basically all it was. I mean, it still happens in the single raise pots, but obviously the pots are smaller. But the ranges, when you start raising, 3-betting, 4-betting, right? At the start of the hand, your range is this wide. And then when you 3-bet, okay, well, you're 3-betting these hands, so you're narrowing the range. He's calling with a narrower range. So the ranges get smaller the more money you put in the pot pre-flop. And the hands that are calling in the 3-bet pots are going to be a lot of suited stuff. So you kind of just got to pay attention to the suited paired flops more so than when you're in the single raise spots. Double paired board. Does he have queen or jack high? Let's find out. We are going to go 200. Well, I go 40, but the pot's 20. Not 20. It's 19, so can't show down jack high. I don't think he has king high. Queen high might think about it. So we bluffed with our jack high. It might have been good anyways to check, but that's all right. All right, so I'm probably going to shut it down at 11. So we've got like an hour 10 left. I will give him a notice somewhere around the half an hour mark, just to be courteous. Dun, 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 dun. And we take it down. We have two pair, and again, it looks like a strong hand, but I was mentioning this earlier. I kind of... Maybe you're supposed to check raise this, but look, he's betting big. We have bottom two pair, not top two pair. It's still a strong hand. It's hard to make one pair heads up. But there's just so many bad turn cards. A 7, a 5, a 10, right? Like, they're all going to complete straights. At least this time it's rainbow, right? And we can get counterfeit two pair quite often too, so it's just, I don't know. I put it into the check call range more so than the check raise range, especially on super wet boards like this. So does he have some 10-7? Yes. Queen 10? Yes. Jack 9? Yes. He's betting big again. I guess we just call. And now we check. And if he went backdoor diamonds, congratulations. And now he's blocking. So we finally have a hand where he blocks. So we're going to raise it up fairly big. Right? It's our turn to put some pressure on him with our boat. Our boat. The boaty boat. And we got him. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Let's do a little dance too. A Ted Lasso dance. Alright, so we don't have to open as big. We're going to go one down. See, now if I'd have check raised that, clearly he had a strong hand, but if I'd have check raised that, I'm probably beat. He was so excited to put money in there. I might not even see a turn, right? Ace 3, I do 3-bet a little bit, but it's one of our calling ones, right? The whole goal is to mix, right? We 3-bet Ace 8 suited, Ace 4 and Ace 5 almost pure. Ace 6 and Ace 2 we just flat, so we have some suited, right? Suited wheel aces, nut flushes, just in our flat line, right? Our calling range. And then Ace 3, I think we do it a little bit. But that way it's nice and balanced. You have your suited aces across all lines. This is that spot I was talking about. When the middle or bottom card pairs and there is a bet on the flop, it's better for the out of position player than the in position player most often. Especially if he uses the big size. This time he used 1/3. So I'm going to call. I would like to make a flush for once. Oh, man. Like, he can have ace, king, ace, queen, missed hearts, missed clubs. Well, I guess can't have ace, queen, or ace, king of clubs because we got the ace. The 3's good? Oh, yeah, baby. Woo! That's great. Yeah, that Jerry Maguire gif kind of freezes. I had a better one, but anyway. Where was the Gotham moose? Yeah, I used to use that a lot, and then I forgot to do it. I should have. Yeah, where's the cash alert? There, I got him. I gotta come up with some more sayings. I have the graphics in the middle one below, and then I have some text, some words that I put on the playing area where the poker table is. I should get a few more words like got him. That's a good idea. We're gonna call. Top pair. Do we check raise? Nope, we're going to check call. And our turn to get some luck here. I'm not going to check raise these two. We will go for some value. I think I'm going to go for the old overbet. Can we overbet? Yeah, that's right. nice to make some hands finally. Like we waited a long time. Look at this little rush here we got. And our boards are starting to connect. It's finally nice that we're hitting some stuff here. Yeah. Let's do I'm on my graphics here. 42% size. With our flush draw. And he goes 3.5x. We're going to call. So what check raise is, he doesn't have pocket tens. He would have 3-bet that. He could have 6s and 4s. 10-6 and 10-4. It would have to be suited. And then there's obviously spades, 5-7, and all the straight stuff. So we have a 3. So check raise, I think we're going to bet 1/3. So check raises, he probably has a pair. I just don't think he ever goes check raise, check raise. That's unfortunate. Like, we gotta make some of these. Right? Nah, he's got a 5. 9-10. Alright. Is that the Manitoba Moose? No, but when I was doing the logo, I did have that kind of inspired, and I did provide a photo of the Manitoba Moose, trying to give them some ideas to work with. So maybe there's a little bit of the Manitoba Moose mascot in there. I could probably pull up the folder of all the different versions. There's a couple versions. I think there was 2 or 3 edits back and forth. The first one was horrible. It did not look good at all. And then they refined it. They were pretty good for the final logo. Actually, I don't have it here. I have a video that I can pull up. It's on a different setup for slots. But I show the whole video. It's like 5 minutes of playing and 5 minutes of the logo creation. Maybe I can find that for the, well, if it's not this one, the next one. All right, we got a pair and a straight draw. He goes for the big size. We're going to call. That would be a brick turn. So on a board like this, where now the board is pretty bricky, I expect to see a big size, like almost pot. Or 80%, he'd probably, I think that's his size. He uses 80% because it's super bricky. That does not change the board texture one bit. So how many King X does he have here? He doesn't have Queen King. Queen King bets again. Jack King bets again, I think. I don't think he has Queen X anymore either because, wow, he bets super fast. Wouldn't Queen X bet again on the turn? So, like, it's just King X? Missed diamonds? Like, what? Like, which King X is it? King 9? I have a 9. Ace King makes sense, I guess. You can have Ace King, I can't. I guess there's some Ace 8. I don't have a diamond. You don't want diamonds because then you want him to have diamonds and miss and bluff. I just don't think he's bluffing. This is ridiculous. Queen Jack, and I'm losing to like some value. He can bet Queen Jack here too. And like 9-8 and stuff. I don't know. This is so close. I think it's like a break-even call at best. I don't know. Wondering if I can find the I'll see if I can find it here. Call. All right, that's a good flop. 1 diamond, open-ended. I'll look for it later. I bet smaller. Ding, ding, ding. Yeah, I just want to see what I want to make sure the money goes in. So if I bet, that's 2/3, so that's 320. He would be down. He'd have 400 left. Yeah, that's fine. So there better not be backdoor hearts this time. Like if there is, so be it. Like you can't have backdoor hearts for the 3rd time in a row. Right? Seriously? Oh my god, it's just cooler after cooler after cooler. Like, can I win one of these ever? It's getting ridiculous. Like, it's just the perfect card. The Jin. King, no problem for him. Like, it's so frustrating. I have not had any real big ones go my way. Couple, but not compared to like this. Like, that is frustrating. Yeah, we're gonna use the small size as a bluff this time with our jack high. Good call, yeah. Ace high hero. So again, it's one of those spots, 30 or 200, right? So I went for the 30 this time, like we just had a little pair. But that's just so frustrating. Yeah, so we're back down to this size here. Yeah. Terry Fox runs better than you. Yeah, I think I'm gonna call it. I'm getting just destroyed. Okay, I'm gonna play my last button here. Yeah, we're almost out anyway. All right.